we need to get that out here. It's enough of the not talking.
I'm gonna tell you, boss lady, when I dropped that article about Siobhan Ramos and about her sex trafficking and what she dealt with and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Since then, there was a flood. I kid you not, a flood. I have heard so many stories of abuse, of rape, of sex trafficking, of that I literally cannot sleep now.
That part.
And it all culminated with Pamela Smith. Now, I'm going to tell you something that was so beautiful that just happened in regards to Pamela Smith.
Yeah.
Loyalties Before Royalties. That is the next magazine that we're dropping on the 5th of this month, which is a few days from now.
All right.
So the editor, the label CEO, he got at me. His name is Dean Foster, and he's a white guy. I have to say this for a reason. He said, "I want you," and we were on a conference call, I believe, and he was talking in code, and he said, "I want you to interview Salt Shaker for the magazine," because he knows that we have a magazine coming out for them every month.
Okay.
And I said, huh? He says, and he gave me this wink. He says, I want that story in our magazine, Salt Shaker. And I said, oh my God. That was so beautiful, because that was a white man that did not, he told me that he couldn't even think after he heard that. And, as a lot do. Yeah. He said, I apologize for my people for what they've done. I said, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
I said, but you can teach your children not to do it. You can teach your children's children not to do it.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? That's how you can help.
Yes, right.
Stand
with us.
And for him to allow that in his magazine, that is opening up more and more and more doors.
Yes.
Mother Smith, she's a firecracker. She is no nonsense. Man, when she talks with such authority that it's so amazing. After what has happened, she is one of the most resilient. But when I say fighter, when she talks, you can hear the fight in her voice. And it makes me get up and do more and more and more. And not just for Queen Mother Pamela Smith, but for so many. Let me tell you something else that is going on. You've heard of the Amber Alert, correct?
Yes. Got a few of them last week, I think.
Yes. Why is it that there are thousands and thousands of children of color that go missing, that never make the Amber Report and never get on the news? Can you tell me why?
The lies, like you said earlier. All these cover-ups.
Because they don't care. Because, again, we and our children and our descendants are nothing more than chattel. Let me tell you what the Sisters of the Underground did. That is an organization. Sisters of the Underground, they actually launched a melanin alert that is for children, women of color. That's
beautiful.
So that you'll know when one of ours goes disappearing. And what is so sad about this is that I've had mothers over the years that have contacted me and said, my child is gone. I said, well, haven't you, went to the authority? They said they could care less.
And that's the truth. Less. That's the truth.
And do you know, we have found a few through certain means, but we have found a few. But if they had waited on their Amber Alert, I wonder how long would they have been. See, this is why I have to say melanated people of color, because it is still uneven. It is still unbalanced. Let me tell you about the Statue of Liberty. I did a teaching on the Statue of Liberty. In the court systems and so forth. Is she blinded?
I'm sorry?
Did she wear a blindfold?
Who?
Statue of Liberty. The one that has the weights, the balance, the scales. Okay, there was a time, I believe, when she was blindfolded, but I think about my aunt.
Okay.
She's not blindfolded, but she has scales as well. I think that it is time that we take the blinders off and we start judging for ourselves now. Because we keep going to the same systems that keep failing our people.
Exactly. That's why we need to build our own.
There you
Because
go.
if we don't, we're going to get lost in the sauce and continue. And this cannot continue on my watch.
Well,
and
I keep thinking about all of the, I'm sorry, it's an echo. I keep thinking about all the laws and the 13th Amendment, and they give us placebos every couple of years. We're going to give them a little bit just to shut them up. We're going to give them a little bit more just to shut them up. And the same, let me tell you, during COVID. Now, a lot of people forgot about the pandemic because they were getting PPP loans. You see what I'm saying? As long as you give our people something to distract them, they'll forget what's really going on.
And that's really going on. That's definitely true.
Yeah. So what is going on? I will tell you right now. On the 11th through the 12th, it is a 2-day march. On the 11th, we are meeting up at 2:00 p.m. That will be at 322 North Greenwood. That is in Oklahoma. And then on 3/12, we will be leaving out, I do believe, at 1:00. But you will be seeing all of the flyers. If you are anywhere near Oklahoma, please, whatever you do, look for the flyers. Come on down. Some of the guest speakers are going to be, let's see, who are our speakers? General Mike Payne. He is the leader of the original Black Panther Party. Sheikh Imam Akbar, he is with the new Black Panther Party, and Brother Biko Nkosi, he is the national spokesperson for the new Black Panther Party. And as well, we are honoring our Queen Mother, Pamela Smith. So that will be in Oklahoma on March the 11th and the 12th. And we are going to go back in May. So whatever you do, if you are serious about the fight, can you take off for 2 days? And can you meet us in Oklahoma? Can you bring your friends? Can you carpool together?
Yes.
You can be a Panther. You can be a Moore. You can be new Black Panther. You can be original Black Panther. We need you.
Yes,
Queen Mother Smith. I might have said Queen Mother Moore, but Queen Pamela Smith, we need you. We need you.
Yes,
I ask that everyone that is listening, will you meet us? Can you take off? And if you cannot take off in March, can you take off in May? But we really need you in March, though.
Okay.
We really need you in March. If you cannot, send your ambassadors. That is what we are asking. So that is it. That is it for the justice for Pamela Smith. I thank you so much for bringing me on, Queen. It is always a blessing. And it is always a pleasure. But I also want to give a special shout out to Miss Angela Gibbon. She is the CEO of Black Empire Entertainment. She does so very much for the artists in Nigeria as well as the U.S. But NG, we all know him, Peter Ngozi, and so many others. She has got really, really great artists from Black Empire Entertainment. She just held a boxing match over in Nigeria. That was beautiful.
Awesome.
And also in the U.S., she held a women's health fair. So we just want to give shout outs, and also to the Sisters of the Underground. They just launched their Melanin Alert today.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I know I talk a mile a minute, but I got work to be done.
Yes, ma'am. And that was some valuable information. Y'all give it up. Lovely Teresa Taylor, Global Media Entertainment. Got that global empire in the building. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you stopping out and speaking out about this. This really touched me. And we'll do everything we can at Boss Lady Radio to make sure this gets out on all digital platforms. That's how we gonna do it at the moment. I will keep you updated if I can make that trip, because that'll definitely be a trip worth taking. Absolutely.
Yes, and I thank you so much. And you all have a wonderful evening.
You as well. Thank you, sweetie. Talk to you soon.
Mentor.
Bye, Minty. Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. That's what's up. Global Empire Entertainment, y'all. Justice for Pamela Smith. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Now we gonna get into the second half with the fellas. After that Drazy drop, we got some Larry D, Dub C's, and more. Y'all stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, yo. It's your boy Drazy, CEO, DJ, and programmer for Dre's Radio Cafe. You got a banging cut that you want to be heard? Got a show coming up? A gig? You want to sell some products? You name it. Send it to Dre's Radio Cafe. Dre's Radio Cafe is a 24/7 internet radio station designed with you in mind by being heard by 150,000 listeners every month. What does that mean to you? That means more than just going to YouTube, more than just going to Google, more than just having SoundCloud up, more than just having any of the other programs set up, alright? So check this out. What I want you to do is send your banging cuts, your ads, anything that you have involved that you want to get involved with to DREZEY21@yahoo.com. That's DREZEY21@yahoo.com. That's Dre's Radio Cafe, 24/7 radio, designed with you in mind. What y'all sipping on? Let's go.
This is your award-winning indie artist, Larry D. Edwards. I'm chilling out listening to Boss Lady Radio, a.k.a. Miss Fabulous, award-winning indie artist herself, as well as award-winning radio announcer and host. So, sit back and enjoy the sounds of Larry. Girl, go away. Drop that ish, Boss Lady.
Larry D. Hard loving.
I want you to love me as hard as I want to love you. I want you to be so in love with me that if you slit your wrist, I feel it. I want you to love me so hard that every emotion in your heart you refuse to conceal it. I want you to love me so hard that when we look at each other's eyes, we feel both of each other's tunnel vision. I want you to love me.
As hard as we both can love each other. Said I wanna love you, won't you love me too? Won't you love me too? Won't you love me too, baby?
Yo, it's your boy Dub C, CEO of Dub C's Entertainment Network. Man, when I'm just chilling, trying to relax, I just need some entertainment away from what I'm doing, I tune in to Boss Lady Radio. She got something for everybody. Hit the chat room, y'all. Let's jam, Boss Lady. Do that.
Just when you thought it was sweet. Just when you thought you had it all. Just when you thought you was in control. Knocking down like the dates. I'm a genius with this beat. It's the family trait. With your faith become real and the real become fake. White pad and the love, but displaying all hate.
It's back on the dope ass track. It's back, and I'm bringing on facts.
stare or you dare to compare to come near. Your final is real when I spare you. Yeah, you'll see what my folks do. Approach like a coach do, running game as you aim. But I do what I'm supposed to. Smash you at will, take the peg or no deal. Love how it feel when the kitty cat spills. They'll brag and get mad.